Hey, it's Gabe with API Nation. Today I'm going to show you how you can sync KW command with Mailchimp to set up some awesome automations that take your command contacts and automatically add them into Mailchimp, into that newsletter you have in there. So you can start firing off blasts to those contacts in KW command using the Mailchimp system, the beautiful templates, the awesome delivery rates. That way you can start staying top of mind with those contacts and start creating more deals. Let me show you how to set this up. So the first thing you're going to do is go to apination.com and go ahead and click that Get Started button. It's going to take you here. It's going to prompt you to sign up for an account or sign in if you already have one. Go ahead and do that, sign into your account or sign up. Once you finish that process, you'll see all these different apps you can sync using API Nation. So go through here, take a peek, look for all the apps you're using as a team and see what you can automate in here. We're today looking at KW command. There it is right there. Click on that. Once I click on KW command, it's going to show me the apps I can automate with KW command. I'm going to come on down here to Mailchimp. There it is, LM. Mailchimp. And there's a few different things I can do syncing KW command to Mailchimp. I can send my contacts into Mailchimp. That's the most popular automation. We're going to start there. So I'll activate that. And the first step is to go ahead and connect my KW command account. If I haven't yet, just hit connect. It's going to have me sign into KW. Choose the account I want to sync. So if you're a Rainmaker and you want to sync that Rainmaker account, make sure you choose that. Or if you're a Market Center admin, choose that. I'm going to go with myself, my personal account. That's what I'm trying to create. A newsletter list of my leads that are in my personal account. I'll hit agree. All right, so there is that new connection. I'm going to just click connect. And now I'm going to connect my Mailchimp. So connecting Mailchimp, super easy. I can either choose a connection I've already established to make a new one. I would just hit add new connection, name it and say KW command, and then it's going to ask for my API key. The API key is super easy to find. Log into your Mailchimp. You're going to come all the way over here to your little icon and go to profile. Once you're in profile, you're going to go over here to extras, and there's the API keys. So I'm going to create one real quick. Come on down here and create a key. So I'll say this is my KW command key. There it is. I'm going to copy it to my clipboard, go back to API Nation and paste it in. And that's all it is to making that connection with Mailchimp. So now there's a few options here. Do I want to send all the contacts I have in KW command into Mailchimp? So if you're wanting to build out that newsletter list quick, that's an easy way to do it. Just check that box. It's going to push all those contacts into Mailchimp so you can start sending them emails through Mailchimp. If you just want to start building it from now on, maybe any contact you update, any contact you add, you can go ahead and uncheck that box and that's what it'll do. As they get added into Mailchimp, where do you want them? You can choose any of your audiences. I have a real estate clients audience. I'm going to put them in there. Also, it asks you if you want to overwrite information in Mailchimp, or click this box if you don't want to overwrite information. I don't want to overwrite information in Mailchimp. Actually, I do, because KW command is where I put all my latest information. So if I add something in there, I want to overwrite my Mailchimp information. So I'm going to leave this unchecked. I'll hit confirm. Let's go ahead and create that sync. So here's the sync now. And if there's anything else you want to do here, you can go ahead and do it before you activate the sync. So you can see here's the options we just finished setting up. There's two more big pieces here. One is the filter. So if you want to filter people based on information in KW command, you can. So for example, a lot of people will say, you know what? I want to send over everybody from KW command who I tag as tags contains, Mailchimp. You can do that. Or if you have multiple audiences in Mailchimp, maybe you have an audience for buyers, maybe you have an audience for sellers, or maybe you have an audience for military, you could do that. You can say tag everybody who is military, and then you would come up here and put them in the military audience. I don't have one right now. I only have the real estate clients, so I'm going to stick with that. So you can do it based on tags. You can do it based on neighborhood. Maybe you want a special Maybe you're targeting a specific neighborhood from your KW command database, job title, any of these things you can use to filter people as they come into Mailchimp. I'm going to go with no filter. I want to get everybody in there. And then the other piece here is the mapping. So this is where you choose exactly what is coming over from KW command and where it's going in Mailchimp. A nice thing about this is that tags from KW command map to tags in Mailchimp. So you can tag somebody in KW command. You can be in KW command working, tag somebody, and it's going to automatically tag them in Mailchimp, which could put them on a drip campaign. So you never have to leave command to put somebody on a Mailchimp drip campaign. If there's anything else you want to add here, you can go ahead and do that. For example, birth date. Let me see if I can find a birthday here. Date of birth, perfect. This looks good. I'm going to go to the top and activate my sync. All right, great. So we have all my contacts from KW command going into Mailchimp now. I'm building out that list. Let's look at some of the other automations you can do between these two apps. I'm going to click on the KW command logo again. This time I'm just going to search for Mailchimp here in the search bar if I can find it quickly. You can see there's two additional automations I can use if I want. For example, I can send people from Mailchimp into KW command. Let's go ahead and start that one. And we're going to set this up just like the last one. Choose the connection from Mailchimp, hit connect, and then choose the connection from KW command, hit connect. It's going to offer you again just a few options. If I want to sync over a particular audience from Mailchimp into KW command. And then as they come into KW command, do I want to mark them as leads? So the thing about this sync is most often, most agents, most teams, most brokers I see are sending people from command into Mailchimp to send them emails. Every so often I have an agent or a broker who has used Mailchimp to create a landing page, or they have a Mailchimp they've been using for a long time full of contacts that they want to get into KW command. So if you have any of those two situations, you're trying to get contacts you've had in Mailchimp into command so you can start marketing to them, or you have a landing page out there somewhere gathering emails for your Mailchimp and you want to get them into KW command as well, this is a great sync for you. So I'm going to hit confirm. This is all set. This is going to pop everybody from that Mailchimp into KW command. And then, like I said, if I have a landing page out there gathering emails, those will also get synced into KW command as well. Again, we have the filter if you want to filter specifically, and the mapping if you want to direct exactly what things are going from Mailchimp into KW command. Hit activate that sync. Looks good. Let's go back one more time. So I'm going to hit the KW logo one more time, search for Mailchimp. And this last one, campaign activity, post a note to KW command. This is really cool. So if you are running a campaign in Mailchimp, let's say you have an email, a welcome email that goes out. So as soon as somebody gets added to your Mailchimp, they get that welcome email. And you want to know in KW command if somebody opened the welcome email from Mailchimp. You can do that. So you go ahead and select the activity. I want to see if the email was opened, and then I'm going to select the campaign. So choose the campaign, the welcome email campaign that you have, and then you're going to hit confirm. And like I said, you can do email open. Maybe you're more interested in if a link was clicked or an email was sent or they unsubscribed. Totally up to you. I'm going to stick with open. And then you need to go down here to mapping and map up a few of these things just to make sure it knows exactly who to ascribe the email open to. So you can see it's going to map it up using the email address of the contact and the phone number of the contact. And then I'm also going to add in the note ID. So I'm just going to go ahead and choose email ID. And then you're going to title the note. So I'm just actually going to call this welcome email opened. And then the note details, you can again type whatever you like here. Client opened welcome email. And you can combine stuff you type with fields from Mailchimp. So for example, you can say client opened welcome email. And then you can say the activity timestamp. So client opened welcome email at, and then it'll put the time they opened it. So you can do all kinds of mixing and matching there to get the information you want into KW Command, into that note. This looks good. I'm going to go to the top and activate that sync. So now I can go to my syncs. You can see I have 3 syncs running. 1, KW Command to Mailchimp, all those contacts getting added as subscribers in my Mailchimp account, building out that newsletter quickly. Mailchimp to KW, if I have a landing page out there gathering emails, or if I have a list in Mailchimp I've always wanted to get back into my KW Command to start marketing to them, this is a great sync for that. And then the note, post a note to KW Command. I can set up a sync so that any activity on a particular campaign gets notated in KW Command automatically when the client opens an email or clicks on a link, depending on how I set that up. So that's it. That's how you connect KW Command to Mailchimp. It's awesome to be able to use these 2 powerful applications as a single application. You'd be way more productive and create more deals. If you have any questions or need any help setting this up, give us a phone call, shoot us an email. We're API Nation. We are connecting the world's applications.